I'd like to speak today about the topic of uncertainty. We find that Klal Yisrael is praised as they come out of Mitzrayim. Lechtech achrei b'midbar be'eretz lo zurah. The Jewish people are praised for the fact that they got up and they left the country they were living and they just went into the desert with no clear source of food, no clear source of water, no clear source of anything. And this is the great praise of the Jewish people. Lechtech achrei b'midbar be'eretz lo zurah. You would think, well, maybe we could plant some tomatoes or some cucumbers, and at least we'll be able to have some Israeli salad. Nothing. You're going into a midbar. And this is the great praise of Klal Yisrael. And we find ourselves, myself included, we might be dealing with issues of shidduchim for our children, health of our parents, shalom bayis, parnasa, um, uh, and chinuch banim, whatever it might entail. All of these issues, sometimes we find ourselves, we just don't know what's going on. We don't know why Hashem is putting us into this situation, as we said many times from the Chavetz Chaim. The Chavetz Chaim says when Moshe Rabbeinu was at the Sneh, Hashem told him, "Hamakam atanim shesham kadeshu." The place where you are is holy ground. Every single place where you are, Hashem put you right over there. Hashem put you there. And if you have no idea what's going on, so Hashem also knows that. He put you right there, and He wants you to be in a situation of uncertainty. Why? Because when you're in a situation of uncertainty, the only thing left is to turn to Hashem. You thought about this option, and this option, and this option, and this option, and they all don't work. There's only one thing left. Ein ol milvado. So, if you're like myself, and you're in a situation of uncertainty, you don't know what to do, you have no idea what's going on, and things just look absolutely crazy. So join the club. Join the uncertainty club. And the card to get into the uncertainty club and to be a card carrying member of the uncertainty club is what? Is Ein Ol Milvado. Just turn to Hashem. If you are a person when you don't know what to do and you have no idea what's going on, you just turn to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and you say, Hashem, please help me. Ein Ol Milvado. Kol Ma'adav Rachman Tov. Then you're a card carrying member and you're from the elite group of Jews who Hashem can say, right, that these have true nachas, right? And it's not such an elite group. Everybody can be part of it, yeah? But in order to be a part of this club, you have to, when you have any doubts, then you have to turn to Hashem. We all know that the Kadmonim teach us, the gematria of Amalek, yeah, is Safek or Hasafek, yeah? That a Safek, a doubt, is the same gematria of Amalek. What is that coming to teach us? There's two ways a person can go when he has uncertainty. Either he can turn to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If he doesn't turn to Hashem, then what's going to happen? He's going to start thinking, oy vey, this is going to happen, oy vey, that's going to happen. What's going to be, who knows, etc. Yeah. The right way to turn, we have an uncertainty, is to only turn to Hashem and to rely on Him completely and understand, Ein lanu lishan elavina sheshmayim. Lishan means to lean. Right now I'm leaning on this shtender. Right? If you put it away, if you take it away, I'm just going to fall on the ground. That's the way we have to be. Ein lanu lishan elavina sheshmayim. If you take a Kadosh Baruch Hu out, then we completely fall. There's nothing left. This is the way we're supposed to act, especially when we see Hashem acting with us like Avinu Shemaim. It looks like He's very far away. He's in Shemaim. He's Avinu Shemaim. He doesn't seem to be with us in this world. Right? When life is like that, then the right thing to do is join the Uncertainty Club. Realize that all of your doubts, all of your fears, right? There's no one to rely on except for Hashem, and then you'll be in a very good place. We should all be there. We should all, whenever we have any, even the slightest source of doubt, immediately turn to Hashem. Open up your Tillim. If you happen to be lucky enough to be in Shemona Esrei and you're paying attention, then when you get to Shemona Esrei, ask Hashem right before you take 3 steps backwards. My Rebbe Rav Shlomo Rebbe Zatzal said, ask Him for whatever you need. And don't forget the special tefillah, which Rav Rebbe penned for me and for many other people. You finish off with Af al pi she'eni kedai. Even though I'm not worthy to ask this. Mikol makom. Nevertheless, no al tashveni mikam l'fanecha. Don't leave me open-handed. B'kalev nishbar, right? With a broken heart. V'gadol tuvacha, and on your great kindness. Urachamecha atzumim, on your infinite mercy. Hineni boteach v'nisha. I'm relying on it like this. right? Yageli Rushecha. My heart should rejoice in your salvation, right? And Rav Revda said to me when he wrote this tefillah with me, he said, if you say this tefillah sincerely, this is the greatest nachas ruach. This is the greatest pleasure that Hashem can have in this world. We should all be zeiche to understand, right? As the Medrash says in this week in the upcoming parsha B'Shalach, the Medrash says when Klal Yisrael was by the Yam, when they were standing by the sea, why did Hashem put them there in such a dangerous, precarious situation, right? Mitzrayim on one side, snakes and scorpions on the other side, the sea on the other side, because he wanted to hear their tefillahs. This 4 says the only reason the Gula took place was because Klal Yisrael turned to Hashem in tefillah. But when they got out, they stopped, right? We shouldn't think that just because the difficulties went away, we should stop. We should always turn to Hashem in tefillah. And whenever a difficult situation arises, we should realize that Hashem is placing us in this situation to elicit our tefillahs from us. We should offer them to Hashem, just like Bezrat Hashem will offer korbanos to Hashem when the base of English is rebuilt. Amen. Kain Tiyeh Ratzon.